Hello everyone, welcome back to both the Blind Press YouTube and Kick channels. I hope you are all having a good Monday. I have been out and about already this morning. Went to my doctor, my psychiatrist, and I get to talk to my family doctor now because my iron is low. Could explain why I'm all draggy all the time and all tired and yawny. So hopefully we'll get that figured out. I think part of the reason is because of the tear in my hip. I've been doing some reading, and sometimes anemia is caused by microbleeds, and having a tear in your cartilage would definitely cause that. So I get to talk to my doctor about that next week. And I also get to go next week to get the pre-operative hip injection. So hopefully I'll be in less pain for a little while afterwards. Yay, hopefully that will be awesome. And then surgery should be scheduled soon after that, I'm hoping. I don't really want to wait super long, but an arthroscopy is lower priority than a hip replacement. So, excuse me. Of course, you know, right? I wasn't yawning at all the whole frickin' morning. I go live and now I start yawning. Anyway, so yeah, it's lower priority than a full-on replacement of a joint. But I'm hopeful that I will not be waiting super duper long, because then after the healing and recovery, I will be able to get outside and run around and fully work out again and like make memories with my family. And like we have this really cool tent that we got on sale like 4 years ago. Like before we moved, we got this tent, right? And we have never used it because of my pain. I've been in so much pain that we've just never been able to go camping. And I would really like to be out of pain before my kids are too old to enjoy like hanging out with their parents, doing fun family things. And I really would like to, because I love camping and I love like horseback riding and stuff like that, and there's no way right now that I'd be able to do any of the things that I really enjoy. So that's like the number one thing that I want to do after I'm recovered, is just do more family stuff. Like even like going fishing. I just have to be a spectator right now because I can't handle casting and reeling in and sitting on a riverbank and whatever. Like I just can't handle. But I love fishing. It's all about getting your health back into shape. Yeah. That's true. So I'm hoping that getting the iron thing figured out, getting a better diet, like restricting myself off of the junk food. When there's a nice chicken, there's chicken in a salad that I'm gonna eat when I get hungry. But yeah, I can't wait to just get all of that figured out, be in a better place, be in a happier mood all the time. That would be better. That would be awesome. And what else? Don't want to just jump into videos right away. Twitch, oh my god. I did put a video out last night about my reasons for no longer streaming on Twitch. And it does suck because that was the only platform that I was monetized on. So getting back into streaming, having Twitch, not using Twitch, it kind of sucks. But at the same time, like I said in that video, there are just so many things wrong with Twitch from the very, very top to the very, very bottom. And I just I just can't even, the whole ABDL thing being right on the front page of Twitch was just that's just no. I'm sorry. And it was getting bad enough with Hassan being up on the front page shrieking about how certain very bad groups of people are based, actually, and how, his favorite flag is that of a group of people that absolutely detests gay people, and he's sitting next to a gay person. Like, all of that's allowed on Twitch. Hassan abusing his dog is allowed on Twitch. But, yeah, also, people slandering other creators is allowed, as long as the people doing the slandering are ideologically in sync with the staff. But God forbid the person being slandered get a little bit pissed off and clap back. No, bans for them. I can't use a platform like that. And then on top of that, I know that I'm not the only person who has these issues. You go on to watch a creator, and not only are the ads shoved in your face no matter what the settings are that the creator has set up, but the website is choppy as all hell. And you're trying to watch your streamer, you're trying to chat with them, and the stream is just dropping. And it's dropping to the point where chat is like, dude, what's going on with your connection? And the streamer starts going, oh shit, right? And then they look at their stream health and they're like, everything's fine. I've seen it happen to Moist Critical on Twitch, where his chat's been like, dude, I'm having really like laggy connection. And Charlie's been like, oh, well, my stream health says it's fine. Like, it's happened to Asmongold. It's happened to so many large streamers. So I know it's not just me. And I've seen it happen in videos like they've uploaded to their channels on YouTube, where for a second or two they've had to address, you know, guys, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. Just refresh. You know what I mean? And it sucks. And I just can't ask you guys to go use a stream or a platform to watch me where you can't watch me properly. Like, that's not fair. So back over to YouTube we go. And also we have our lovely kick that I'm trying to set up over here, get started. So that's what we're doing now. And I am hoping to make this back into a daily affair and do it a little bit earlier than I have started today. I wanted to start at 12:30, not 1:30. But we will figure it out. And I've got a couple of videos that we're going to take a look at, and then we are going to watch today's question period because the House of Commons has resumed its session, because apparently a 4-day weekend is not long enough for them. They need an entire week off for Thanksgiving. So they're back today, and we're going to take a look at what's going on there. But first, we're going to look at a couple of other videos. I'd like to take a look at Tectone's video from earlier this morning called They're All Lying, or They're Lying to You. Tectone was really upset about what happened with Emiru. Because I think, honestly, Driving Ape and I were talking about this over the weekend. I think Asmongold and Tectone and some of the other guys that said we're not going to TwitchCon this year, kind of, especially those people that were friends or are friends with Emiru, feel kind of guilty that they weren't there because, like, especially after her security guard got fired, basically, and banned from Twitch forever for doing his job of protecting the creator he was hired to protect. And I think they kind of felt bad that she got hurt not even a full day into TwitchCon. And you could tell in his video that he posted pretty much the day that it happened, like it was around midnight that he posted it, and he was really upset. You could tell it wasn't just because it was late that he was trying to speak as calmly and quietly as he was, because Tectone was really, really upset at that point. So let's take a look here at what Tectone has to say today in this video called They're Lying to You. Now, yay for Driving Ape for helping me make sure that screen share is working so that you all lovely people get a chance to see this. So, here we go.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, Tectone?
Little side note before we get in here. I'm not choosing to make the videos on my phone over and over again. My PC setup is almost done. I've had renovations going on in my house pretty much nonstop since I moved in. It's, oh my God, it's coming along so well. Surprisingly, I'm building my stream room last, but I've got my home gym done,
Nice.
besides the equipment, which is going to take about 6 weeks to ship, but I'm very excited for that. That was about $20,000, but it'll be...
That's, oh man, that's a lot. I mean, he can afford it. But I'm jealous. I am jealous. If I, like, once I get back into streaming more, like, and more regularly and everything, and I'm able to, like, get things going again. There's a gym locally. They just updated their equipment. I would love to start going.
It'll be cool to be able to stream from the inside of my house, being able to get
Yes.
some lifts in, make things a little bit more fun.
That would be
and
cool.
a bunch of other shit that you'll never see, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, things are going along smoothly. I'm excited to get back to my PC and hopefully give you guys some higher quality videos, unless you guys enjoyed these incredibly shit quality videos. And the big who will.
Oops. What did I do? What did I do? How did I get to 4 minutes? What the fuck? I hate when I accidentally do that.
So hopefully give you guys some a bunch of other shit that you'll never
There we
see,
go.
so it doesn't really
Sorry
matter.
about that.
But yeah, things are going along smoothly. I'm excited to get back to my PC and hopefully give you guys some higher quality videos, unless you guys enjoyed these incredibly shit quality videos in the big year of 2025.
You know, the sound is... hey, Tectone. It's not Potato Cam. It sounds better than Potato Cam. Sadly, 20 grand is not all that much, considering the way we want to do that we want to do the 2 bathrooms the way that we want to do them. True. But I'm just saying, 20 grand for a home gym. Like, he's probably got some nice equipment.
In which case, maybe I can be persuaded to do a couple more, like I have been doing for... What was the first time I recorded the outdoor video? 6 years ago? I think I was in a forest in London, Ontario.
I'm cutting off
I
his
think I was
bald
bitching
head.
about
Okay.
Gone You. Jesus. Doing for what was the first time I recorded the outdoor video? 6 years ago? I think I was in a forest in London, Ontario.
And
I think I was bitching about maybe to do
what?
a couple more, like I have been doing for what was the first time I recorded the outdoor video? 6 years ago? I think I was in a forest in London, Ontario. I think I was bitching about Gone You. Jesus. Old times.
Tectone used to live. That's funny. That's funny. Also, why are messages coming through on my computer when I turned all that shit off? Fucking Apple.
I'm getting fucking old, guys. I'm 31. Anyway.
Oh, shut up, Tectone. 31, you're not old.
Anyways, the world is shifting for a much worse direction, in
Yes.
my opinion. And me being angry at things that, is now considered the status quo is probably no surprise to you guys, but there's a lot of fucking liars out there. It's pretty surprising. I'm really not gonna lie. I mean, you see streamers like Valkyrie lying for Hassan. You see QT accidentally telling the truth.
Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. She was trying to stick up for Hassan, and then she's like, actually, it was a shot caller. Oops. Oops. Oh my god. This is why you don't have fucking oh god. No. Just don't.
For Hassan, which was hilarious. You see
was hilarious.
porn stars like Sasha Grey lying for Hassan, and then she'll see the clip of Hassan doing the exact same thing that he said that he didn't do, and then Sasha Grey will be so scared she'll just close the clip because, God forbid, she consumes information that goes against her beliefs, which were...
Yeah, don't do that. Don't you dare learn differently and learn something is wrong that you were told. Don't do that. That's wrong. You should never do that. Oh my god.
Which we're going to get into a whole bunch of cognitive dissonance later and explain to you guys what that means for anybody who doesn't know. Yeah, and then we have Hassan lying about 108 times. I think that's the number. 108 times in 4 days, I believe, is the number that everybody was counting.
It was crazy just watching the change in story over 10 days. It was nuts. Just the things he would say, like, this is a far-right Israel plot. Like, what? Israel's now involved? I'm sorry, dude. They don't care. They don't care. Like, the only thing that I think they might care about is you going, like, 10 toes down, I support, whatever. You know what I mean? But even then, you're not even in Israel saying that, so why would they give a fuck? Wow.
About how many lies he just looked towards his audience and said, hey, this thing that you saw happen on camera, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. She even got you on camera. Wasn't me. All right.
Literally, he's a living Shaggy song. Oh my god. I never thought about that.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. If you were that woman in that music video, I don't know if you guys are old enough to know that song. If you were that woman in that video, my God, you're retarded. I mean, Jesus. Anyways, that really is the status quo of what's going on Twitch and what's going on with the media. With other news sites showing the No Kings protest happening with footage from 2017 in a completely unrelated protest, trying to make it seem like this whole No Kings protest was a lot more successful and larger than what it is.
Yeah, like, they couldn't even be honest about the size of this year's No Kings protest. They're like, here, let's go 8 years back and find something that will make this look successful. Quickly. What was it, Bill O'Reilly? Fuck it, we'll do it live. Just go.
Because we have content creators lying. We have the fucking news lying. And even more so, and this one I really had to process. Because deep down, and I want to make this very clear, I don't like being right all the time. It sucks. I'm very rarely wrong, and it doesn't bring me any joy to be right, because the things that I'm talking about are bringing me great frustration.
Yeah.
And the thing that I was very frustrated about is, even worse than the news, because we already knew that shit was bought.
Yes.
Now Twitch themselves are looking at you in the eye as a retarded consumer and insulting your intelligence and saying, hey, that thing that happened on camera didn't happen. Now, what am I talking about here? In case you don't know, Emaru got sexually assaulted at a con. And a lot of people are trying to just say, well,
it wasn't really that bad. It didn't really actually happen. It wasn't as bad as you think it was. She wasn't actually screaming. She wasn't actually freaking out. He didn't actually possibly have a knife.
Well, it was only a kiss. It was only a forced hug and a forced kiss. Like, she didn't die. The point is that she could have. The point is that she could have been very fatally wounded or killed or worse if there is something. I mean, she could have been eaten.
I'm sorry. I would rather be killed than what's the way to say this that YouTube won't frickin' go crazy? I would rather be killed than have to go through being raped again. Because the amount of time it took me to heal, and it took, like, Driving Ape to help me through that shit. No, thank you. I'd rather somebody just slit my throat. I'm sorry. The death is preferable.
I think, I'll be real, out of all the crimes in the world, I think cannibalism is the worst. I think that's the number one worst crime. I feel like if you've eaten somebody, if you anyways, this is a topic for another day. Yeah, the thing is, something much worse could have happened, and security countermeasures should have been taken, and disciplinary actions should have been taken. And, well, Twitch, you did give the guy a big 30-day ban. I want to remind you that a guy who went up to Emaru and sexually assaulted her got a 30-day ban, where E-Rob joked about beating someone up at TwitchCon, and he got banned for 30 days.
Okay, so one guy can joke about doing something. Another guy can actually do something. And they each get the same ban. What the fuck? What the fuck is that about? Also Twitch, how can you say that this shit didn't happen? Like, why would somebody that has been so successful on your platform do the stream that she did in the frame of mind that she did right away if it didn't happen? Because I watched the kind of press conference style thing that Emaru did, and she was very upset. Like, she had Driving Ape described it to me. She had like notes on the back of graphing paper and stuff. Like, it was very much in the frame of, I need to find something to write this all down on. And I don't care what it is. Let me just find something and get my thoughts out so that I can be coherent when I do this. And there is no, that's not something you can fake. So, what the hell are you saying, Twitch? That Emaru, who has no reason to throw Twitch under the bus because she's made a bunch of money on Twitch, why would she lie?
A joke.
Twitch has more of a reason to lie about Emaru getting assaulted than Emaru has for lying about getting assaulted. Do you know what I mean?
Got the same ban as a fucking crime. I want to remind you, me calling Denims a whore and Frogan fat got me banned in total for 30 days. I want to remind you that Mike from PA literally put a bounty on Destiny's head, and he did not get banned for 30 days.
Nope. And the thing about what Tectone got banned for is Tectone didn't even just he didn't just randomly, find Denims and Frogan on Twitch without provocation and be like, look at that whore, look at that fat bitch. They called him and accused him of horrific things that have no legal backing. There's no police reports. There's no arrest record. There's no court filing. There's nothing but them going, Tectone is a rapist. Generationally. Okay? And so they don't get banned for attacking a fellow partner, which is against terms of service, by the way. If you're in the partner program, you cannot just sit there and go after another creator and be like, hey, this person's a rapist. You know what I mean? Especially if there's nothing to back it up. So what does Tectone do? Tectone gets pissed off because he's being called horrific shit that can end a man's life. Quite literally, I am not exaggerating, can end a man's life. And he goes, look you whore, look you fat ass. And Twitch goes, no, you can't say that. How dare you? You're banned. What the hell? What are you doing to it?
He didn't even get punished. I want to remind you that Sean the Black
Yep.
literally said he was going to murder Destiny and how he should be fucking brutally slaughtered, and he didn't even get banned. As well as Hassan calling for the death of many different people, and
I
he
still
also
need
did
to
not
scroll
get
up.
banned.
Okay,
Are
hold
we
on.
starting to notice a problem?
There
Now
we
we're
go.
going
I
to go a
hope
little bit
that's
further.
better.
So Twitch put out a notice saying, well, guys, we permanently banned them. Not their decision, by the way. That was because it was caught on camera. The clip blew up. Emeru's manager, God bless their soul, held them accountable and said, you are going to take these disciplinary actions and you are going to permanently ban this fucking loser.
Good, like, hands down, good for Emeru for hiring, because she said that she pays her manager. Like, this is not a Twitch hire. This is somebody that Emeru pays. And thank God that Emeru had that woman in her corner, because I really do think that Twitch, even had that clip gone viral, if I think her name is Melissa, was what Emeru said. If Melissa hadn't said to Twitch staff, listen, you need to do more than this 30-day ban. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think Twitch would have tried really hard to bury the viral clip and try to, like, make it look different and sound different. I don't think that they would have changed that 30-day ban. But for Emeru's manager going, hey, assholes, do your job and protect your creators.
And so they have.
Yeah.
They put out a note saying the person was apprehended and is currently being dealt with by the authorities. No, they weren't.
No.
Okay? No, they weren't. And the reason why we know they weren't is because we literally saw footage of this guy lackadaisically walking at a very relaxed pace out of TwitchCon with nobody restraining him, because just like the last security guard, well, if you do your job properly, you're going to lose your job promptly.
Yep, because Emeru's security guard, somebody tried, I think it was an actual stalker that she had, and he tried to accost her. And again, this person that she privately hired, it was not a Twitch hire. So again, they held this person physically until the police came, and then handed them over to the police. Like, he didn't, like, beat him up or anything like that. It was reasonable force. And then he handed the guy over to the police, and then Twitch was like, no, this guy put his hands on this person that was stalking you. So this person that protected you, that you hired, we are banning from our event. And it's like, what?
Welcome to Twitch.tv. It's great. I also love how many of your employees I talk to Twitch that even think that you yourself are retarded, because you aren't allowing your own employees, your own moderators, to do their jobs. And even they are like, fuck. Okay, so Hassan Denims and all these fucking people are actively slandering all these people. But you called him fat, all right? So you're going to get banned for 2 weeks. And now what are we going to do for you? Ooh, we're just going to tell you to ignore them, because for some reason the higher-ups at Twitch are protecting these fucking bozos.
Yeah, it's this Twitch. I just made this connection. Twitch is middle school, when you are being mercilessly bullied and followed into the bathroom and bullied in the bathroom to the point where you are hiding and like going into the broken bathroom that nobody goes into just to avoid people. And the principal and the guidance counselor is like, no, you're weird and it's your fault that you're being bullied, actually. That's and you need to just like suck it up and ignore them. Like, that's literally what Twitch is.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So Twitch literally put out a public statement that is completely falsified. It is a complete lie. It was debunked in minutes. None of them put out an apology.
Nope.
None of them corrected the wrong they did. They looked you in the eye, they spit in your face, and they said, hey, you're going to believe this story.
Yeah. They not only did that to the actual viewers and consumers of the service, of the platform, but they basically, and Amaru said it best. She goes, I felt like I was a literal cow, like a cattle, being offered up at like a county fair. And it's right. And honestly, it's Twitch is the farmer who's like, here's this really awesome prized cow, bad person who wants to just inhumanely slaughter the cow. Here you go. Let me just open the gate to the paddock and let you in. And then like Twitch goes, no, that never happened.
Guys, I mean this on my whole soul, on everything.
Hey CW, what's up? I am coming back, and we are doing the YouTube kick thing. Oh, I will find Emmy's video after this.
So many people lying to you, it is insane. I highly, and other content creators from their side won't tell you to do this. I highly recommend that you approach everything that you consume with a degree of skepticism. I highly recommend that you look for proof or evidence for anything that you hear. So important, because there are so many people looking at you in the face and lying. It is insane. And by the way, I just want to address this. Whether you like or don't like Destiny, and obviously, you know, I tried to get along with Destiny. It didn't work too well, okay?
It's freaking Destiny. There is Destiny who takes his meds, and then there's Destiny who doesn't take his meds. And I swear to God, both Destinies have this like sixth sense when there's somebody who's actively trying to get along with him, and he's just like, no, I don't want that shit.
It didn't. But just because I don't fuck with Destiny at all doesn't mean that I can't acknowledge that bro has been actively threatened for and called for the death of multiple times blatantly, and no one calling for the death of this man has ever been punished. And I don't care who you are. I'm not going to call for the death of you ever. It's just not good. It's not a good thing to do. Now, I might tell you to kill yourself, but that's not a threat. That's just a suggestion. Way different. It is. It really is. And
It is definitely a suggestion. Now, if you start telling them ways that they could try, that's a little bit different. But just saying kill yourself, that's a suggestion.
People need to understand that there's a big difference between a gamer saying, bro, kill yourself, like in fucking League of Legends, versus I'm going to come to your house.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fucking slaughter you. There's a very big difference. There is. Because one is a suggestion, and the other one is telling you, these are the actions that I'm going to do. Man, it really is odd. And the more, and I mean this genuinely, the more you are aware of what's going on in the world, the more that you are aware of these people that are lying, the more that these people will try to discredit the people telling the truth. I mean, I want you to look at Nux Taku, for an example. Nux Taku got his entire career temporarily destroyed, which he bounced back from because he's one of the GOATs. God bless you, Nux. The amount of misinformation put out on this guy is insane. I mean, dude, I get told that Nux is a pedophile daily.
Jesus Christ. How? Where? Oh, because he's a VTuber? Ugh. That's retarded. My mother does the same shit. Like, she will freaking every single time that Driving Ape posts an Instagram story, like, questioning something that the government is doing. Or criticizing things. She replies with these snarkiest, just like we're just obviously the dumbest right wingers ever. Like, this past weekend, she sent him something. She goes, "I don't even know what you guys are thinking anymore." It's like, it's right there in the stories. What do you mean you don't know what we're thinking anymore? Are you dumb? Like, are you retarded? Or do you just not have critical thinking skills anymore?
And I'm like, brother, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
Just complete misrepresentations of the truth. And I mean this genuinely. Nux has always been good to me, and I'm a guy who's always going to have the back of my friends. However, I will also be the first guy to hold my friends accountable. Like, for example, sorry, I got something in my eye. I was the first guy to call it Asmongold a massive fucking pussy when he uses big fat build in Elden Ring because he's not good enough to beat the game any other way.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Anyways, just think about how much misinformation is put out on Asmongold as well. Or even legal mindset, you know, or even me. I'm sure everybody at a point of watching my videos has probably seen me be accused of doing the worst crimes on planet Earth.
Oh yeah. They friggin' the way that they call him, like Hassan and company call him Rape Tone. It's like, what the fuck?
Guys, whoa, camera almost fell down. Getting a little bit gusty here in San Antonio. I want to remind you that there was even rumors that I killed people. Yes, there was even a point in time where people thought I was murdering people. Yes, I've been accused of everything on the earth that there is to be accused of. And what's really scary is there are more people willing to believe baseless lies than grounded truths. And let me tell you why this is. There is two sides of your brain. There is the very quick, reactionary, emotional side of your brain, and then there is the slow, logical version of your brain. Now,
emotional side, logical side.
The majority of people are really going to fall victim to the short emotional side of their brain because that is how we have been wired as human beings to consume content, whether that's big dramatic headlines or clickbait titles. Can you believe they did this? I mean,
well, it's true. Like, a lot of humans, even before the big headlines and the big, like, the clickbaity stuff, a lot of humans are very right-brained. They're very emotional. They react quickly. And honestly, it's probably back from when we were hunter-gatherers. Because, we had to be logical. Like, we had to plan a hunt, right? But we had to rely on those feelings. Like, that gut instinct. That quick reaction to something doesn't feel right. I need to act now, or I will die. I think that's left over, and I think that's why a lot of people are reactionary.
I mean, there's a reason why more Pegasus videos work so well because, my God, the clickbait is insane. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yep.
But we feed into our emotional, reactionary side of our brain a lot quicker than our slower, logical side of our brain, which really leads to, people want to believe
because of him and Muda reviewing
what
that
they
weird
already
Japanese
think.
cartoon.
A lot of people aren't really going to be like, this thing that I greatly believe in, I'm going to look at things that disprove it. Most people aren't like that. I've been like that.
Nobody likes to do that. It's uncomfortable to challenge something that you deeply, deeply believe in. And it's very interesting to see how quickly human beings become believers in something. it's very interesting just how quickly humans just, oh, that's a fact. Okay. And when you get challenged and told, no, this is not true, a lot of people get angry. Like, I remember, and this is really funny. Somebody in my family refused to believe that killer whales were not in the whale family, that they were in the dolphin family. And they got in a huge argument with my mom and everything, and I had a book on whales, and she brought it out, and like it took them half an hour of reading the book, and they're like, holy shit. But they were just so angry and adamant that whales or that killer whales were not dolphins. And it's the same thing. Like, you can be told somebody, like, and it could be by somebody that you like have a great deal of respect for, and it's almost like that respect for the person that tells you that the thing is what molds your belief in that thing. So let's say you're a follower of Denims or Hassan, and they're always like, oh, Tectone's a rapist, Nux is a pedophile, right? And you only absorb their content, you're going to believe that because you respect and follow them. I think that's what Tectone is trying to say.
Like that a lot more often, generally over the past 2 years, and I think that's made me a lot more complete of an individual. But one of the things on, the left side, the Hassan side, is this thing called cognitive dissonance. And Sasha Grey is a great example of this, where Sasha Grey is so down bad for Hassan that even when she makes claims that Hassan never even had a dog collar on the dog and there was no prongs, and then she watched a clip showing exactly that, she had such an emotional reaction where she got angry and she rage quit the clip because she couldn't accept that her version of reality was augmented.
Okay, that's funny. She got that angry that she just clicked away from the clip. That's amusing. I wish I could have seen that.
That it wasn't real, that it wasn't rooted in reality, and it made her copyright claim and DMCA strike anybody who showcased that clip because she can't accept that she's wrong.
Wow.
There are so many people trying to discredit the people who are telling the truth. It's a little bit scary. And there's this content creator by the name of Milo, who I believe left the internet back in 2015. Guy is very racist. It's hilarious.
He is incredibly racist, incredibly sexist. Milo is a special person. Hello, Spittle Buggies.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was fucking hilarious. There's this other streamer by the name of Cuff'em who went viral for having this clip versus this Mexican guy where they were both calling each other racial slurs.
Yep.
And that clip was fucking hilarious. It was fucking hilarious. And guys, I'm tired of pretending that this shit isn't funny. There's so many people who will tell you, oh, I love everything. I love everyone. I'm accepting of everything. I'm so tolerant, this, that, and the other. No, you're just a piece of shit. And that's a video for another time.
I'm sorry. Don't trust the person who is the what's the word I'm looking for here? Never trust the ally, because it is the ally that fucks it up for everybody else. It is the ally that is responsible for the cancer that is intersectionality. And it is the ally who white knights everything into oblivion. And I think it's time that we stop with all the ally nonsense. So that's my take. Oh, let's put the volume up here. We're gonna watch this Emeru video. Whew, okay. All right, so let's take a look at what Emmy has to say here, and just listen to everything, because this is one of the big reasons why I'm just done with Twitch, because this is not okay to show your content creators how you actually feel about them and treat them this way. So here we go. Poor Emmy. She sounds...
Wake the up, samurai! We have a city to burn!
She sounds like very... Just off the bat, she's just like, I don't want to do... You can hear it. I don't want to do this. I would rather be doing anything else.
Okay, so... First of all, you guys will have to forgive me, because I'm not meant to be doing streams like this. I'm meant to be playing fucking dress up in my room, playing video games, okay? I did not want to have to do, like, a stream like this. Like, it feels like I'm doing, like, a fucking press conference or something. But first of all, hope you guys are all feeling okay. Sorry you had to see that.
And the fact that she has to apologize to her, that she feels, first, I should say, the fact that she feels she has to apologize to her audience for being assaulted because Twitch wasn't there to do its job and protect her. That's sad.
You know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, actually? I'm supposed to be going over my run-up show for my TwitchCon show, which, I am still doing, by the way, because, of all the work that the production staff and the cosplayers in it put into it.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that happened. I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrote fucking notes for this because there's so much stuff that I feel like needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Which is also why I was very aggressive in my tweet earlier today, which is, I mean, you guys know me.
Don't
I
apologize for
am
that.
never like that. But I just feel like, in a way, it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me, like this could have happened to anyone. Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone.
Oh, it probably has. It definitely, it happened to a male streamer last year. And everybody was like, oh, it's fine. You're a dude. It's not that big of a deal. Oh.
A small streamer, and someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay, I'll just start this by saying, shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because last night after this happened, I was thinking like, fuck, like I have to talk about this.
I mean, this is, I'm glad that it went viral. I'm glad that somebody posted it. But like I said earlier, I don't think that Twitch would have done anything more than a 30-day ban off of streaming or viewing or whatever for that dude had her manager not stepped up.
Like, people need to know that this happened. Like, how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter. So thank fucking God I didn't have to figure that out myself. Which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess because I'm not meant to be doing this.
Through and like watch the stream of that happening, and then having to go back and clip that herself. That would be awful. It happened to Nick last year and you are not screen share. Why? I hit 3. 3, damn it.
Doing these kinds of streams. I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral. And even after the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet. Like, maybe some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't.
That's not good. Extra Emily is a huge female creator. You don't think she doesn't have weird freaking simpy people that would want to, like, put their hands all over her? That's not good.
My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact. Okay, so
she is really upset.
Let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything
right
before the show starts. The show starts in a fucking hour. Okay.
She sounds so sad. Like, I don't watch her, but like, I want to give her a big hug because she sounds so upset.
My notes are a fucking mess. It looks like a schizo board. But yeah, again, thank you to the guy that put it on Twitter. Thank you to the people that talked about it, because otherwise, I don't know if anything would have been done or would have been taken seriously. Straight up. So I'm just gonna go through, from my perspective, what happened, what I saw, the order of events. So I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me, like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet, which is true.
So if she wanted a featured show at TwitchCon, she had to do a meet and greet. So Twitch said, this is an obligation, you must do this.
I was told that I had to do a meet and greet, but as far as I know, there's some people that canceled. Regardless, I didn't cancel. I thought it was going to be fine.
Right.
So I show up at 4. I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so
okay.
I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet.
So it wasn't even all that far in. Like, she had barely started. I'm guessing if she's saying 20 to 30% through, it was probably scheduled to be a 90-minute event. If she's 30 minutes in. Yeah, that's probably about right.
I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy.
Right.
And then I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet, and then he walks up to me, and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So he's just blatantly like, here I am in front of this other streamer's thing, and and screw this barrier, I'm just gonna walk up.
And he grabs me.
Oh god.
But I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but
yeah.
In my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, because like sometimes it'll happen where you're at an event and someone will like come up to like let you know something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I could understand that. Although I would hope that TwitchCon staff would have some sort of identifying thing on them, like a name tag or a vest of some sort. But this is me expecting TwitchCon to be organized when they can't even provide security for their female creators.
But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal.
No.
And then he grabs my face.
Ah!
And he leans in and lips puckered tries to kiss me.
And here's the other thing. I'm guessing I'm just guessing here that a meet and greet has certain rules to it, like, oh, I don't know, other than maybe a handshake, or like if the streamer is like, hey, oh, come here, let me give you a hug or something like that. Other than that, I have a feeling that the meet and greet is like, don't touch the freaking creator.
And I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security,
I don't blame you.
Twitch's security is like nowhere near me, nor to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything.
They're just fucking la 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 la. I'm over here watching this girl scream her head off. Do 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 do.
Security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
And he's allowed to walk away and leave. Yeah. So then after this point,
So nobody detains this dude. Nobody takes away his wristband or whatever thing that they have to let them in. He's just allowed to just waltz away. All right.
I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me.
Yeah.
My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager.
You're right, Cannibalistic Wizard. They messed up insanely this year with her, with Tectone's multiple bans, with not banning Hassan, with not banning Denims or Mike from PA or any of the Bad Empanada, any of those people. It's, ugh. Luckily, you have trained live-in security. That's true. I do have trained live-in security.
Andrew, that was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on.
That's nuts.
My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like,
well, of course.
Do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically? And I was back there for like a minute, and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it, because like,
what a fucking trooper. I'm sorry, like, that is a true trooper. You know, you get assaulted, and you're like, you know what, my fans are here to see me, and I'm not gonna let this asshole fucking scare me into the back. Good for you, Emmy.
Like, of all these people here that, you know, they're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there, and still there's no one from Twitch there. And the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he's like fucking mortified. And he's like,
Wizard, you're right. And I think the only reason, I think the video itself probably wouldn't have done it. I think that what pushed Twitch to actually do something was Emmy's manager. I think there have been plenty of examples of there being video evidence of things being done on Twitch, and Twitch going, oh well. So I don't think the video itself matters, but I think that her manager going in saying, look, this is unacceptable. A 30-day ban is absolutely nothing. You need to do something.
So he's like, what the fuck just happened? And again, no one from Twitch there. I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that. And he's like, no, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Because that's the I feel horrible that you felt that you had to apologize for your fans seeing you be assaulted. Like, that's so sad. Like, could you imagine somebody breaking up a rape and the rape victim going, oh, I'm so sorry you had to see me getting raped? Like, no, honey, it's not your fault. It's it's the person raping you's fault, and it's the other people that put you in that position's fault. It's not your fault.
Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not like someone from Twitch or
You
Twitch
shouldn't
security?
be.
Anyway,
You absolutely shouldn't.
so I
That
didn't
makes
see
me
this.
so
This
sad
is
for
just
you.
what my friend and my manager were telling me. The Twitch security like kind of like got together after that and we were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even
Wow.
see what happened. Haha. And just
Wow. Oh wait. Did something happen over there? What the fuck? That's retarded. What are you doing, Twitch security? Holy shit. Are you all high? Like, what the hell? Like, what? Could you imagine? Like, a bomb goes off. Oh, what was that noise? What, did you not see the squad of people running by planting the bomb? Oh, is that what that was? Like, what the fuck?
and just like started talking about
Right.
something else. So it's like, okay. And then that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and
Melissa was the hero. Absolutely. If it wasn't for Melissa, this would have been absolutely just... They would have said and done absolutely nothing.
I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay.
Poor Emmy.
So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bringing up clips of me talking about how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there.
Not by the arm. Oh God. He held him by the arm. That is so vicious and malicious that he held a stalker. Not just a random dude, a legit stalker who had been a problem by the arm until the police could get there and deal with him. What a terrible man.
And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon. Like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas. Anyway, that just a side note.
Yeah, they were all high because it was admitted they were all at an influencer's party. That's true. They were probably on some sort of designer cocktail of drugs.
Okay, man, I wrote down a lot of shit here. Okay, can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit. Like, I just want everyone to have fun and for things to go well. Why am I the person who has to do this?
Because it's always that person. I mean, it's always the person who doesn't want to have to speak out that has to speak out. Because when that person speaks out, then people listen. When it's always the same person who's like activist crap, right? Nobody pays attention to them anymore. But when the person that goes along to get along finally goes, enough already, for fuck's sake. When people go, oh fuck, what? Wait a minute.
So anyway, after I'm escorted back to my hotel, I let some of my friends know they come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything.
I'll be on still CW.
And then my manager's letting me know, she says, okay,
Mr.
my
Shaggy
manager,
Balls Dan
I've
Clancy was trying to bang 20-year-old.
contacted the police, they're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy, they haven't found him.
Oh my god. How could they
I'm
not?
like, what?
How do they not know where he is? Like, what did he do? Like, What the fuck? There's a video of him where on Twitter. How are people? Oh my lord! Give it to the police.
Anyway,
Oh, poor Emery.
So at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who by the way, she's so sweet. Like she didn't do anything wrong here.
Well, because it's not those people. It's not those people that work at Twitch that are the problem. It's the people above the partner managers. It's the Trust and Safety Council. It's the freaking executives. It's those people.
All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends. I'm like, the fuck do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now. And then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise I don't think Twitch would have said anything.
Again, Emmy, it's not because of the clip, it's because of your manager.
So after that, I start getting a lot of messages. I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me, and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now.
So she basically is... I think Emmy is trying very hard to... what's the word I'm looking for? Mitigate how angry Melissa sounded, because I guarantee you Melissa was a lot more... blatant with her anger, because like for Twitch, like she was probably like, this is fucked up, they're negligent, they have no security. She probably had to go and find some people. You know what I mean? Like she probably had to do some freaking hunting and investigating to find anybody to talk to.
And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Yeah, I bet you she found them at this event or wherever the fuck they were, told them about it, and they were like, oh really? We'll ban him for 30 days. And then she was like, I'm sorry, you'll do what? You know what I mean? Like, that's probably how that went.
What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Yeah, Spittle, it's bad. I don't even, like, I can't ask people to use Twitch right now.
Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. Mm-hmm. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, also another detail. Sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to talk about what happened. And by then, she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own.
That's nuts. That is nuts. So 2 hours after this happens, finally the head of security tracks Melissa down. And Melissa's already been, like, proactive and contacted local authorities and a lawyer.
My manager, Melissa.
Right.
And they showed her a photo of the guy that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards. They're like, oh yeah, here's this photo. We're like gonna find him.
Well done. Well done, fan. Jesus.
He still had his badge and his wristband and everything.
What?
The guy. So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard.
You're right. Had Melissa not stuck up for you, Twitch would have just completely ignored the entire situation.
Which again... Here, I'll get to that later. I'll keep going here. So they also showed my manager some security footage of the area, and the guy was able, he was waiting for there to be a gap in security, and there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through like the 2 lanes of meet and greet people who had signed up and been like background checked for my meet and greet. So he was able to just walk through because there just wasn't like consistent security there.
So he just waited and watched for security guards to not be there, and he just wow, that's messed up.
Oh my gosh! And
That
then
is messed up.
So
what
yeah,
the hell?
That's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the con for
What?
the rest of the convention.
Why?
Why wasn't there someone like that here already?
Right? What? How long has TwitchCon been a thing, and Amazon just now is like, okay, maybe we should be redesigning this shit. Like, what the? Oh
Or like
my God.
they didn't do that beforehand? Like, hello? I'm sorry. So yeah, they, I guess they know that they fucked up really bad if they're flying in their Amazon's global head. And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place? Like, but I'm not just talking about yesterday, I'm talking about my security for like my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000.
Oh my God. That's nuts.
Some people who stream on Twitch don't even make $10,000 in a year.
Some people who stream on Twitch have been streaming on Twitch for 5 years and haven't even made $3,000.
What the fuck are they supposed to do? Like, if you watch the clip,
They're supposed to
the
just
security
get
guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the fuck do you do?
You just get assaulted. That's what you do. You just get assaulted and you deal with it.
No one would have known.
Nope.
Like, it's actually fucking insane. Like, I'm genuinely angry. Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows, worse, at these conventions, and just nobody knows. Because like I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets know, until there was like a viral clip.
That's crazy. So other streamers at TwitchCon didn't even know this happened until the clip of it happening went viral, and they're like, what the fuck is that? Wow. So Twitch didn't even be like, Twitch wasn't even like, hey guys, there's a random dude who's assaulting people. Emaru just got assaulted. And that nothing, none of that. None of that. Alright then. Lovely. That's just lovely. Okay.
And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it.
Of course not.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. And okay, hold on. Let me pull up what they wrote, because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to.
I bet. Just the vagueness of that announcement and the lies.
Alright, let me read this. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling.
A high-profile like she said, couldn't even say her name. Just
in line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events.
wrong.
Okay, like...
Again, they lied because the person was not automatically blocked from re-entering the premises, because obviously the photo she showed earlier showed him with his badge and wristband. And they did not permanently ban or indefinitely ban him until Melissa said something. So, fuck off. If the guy running the site likes you, you're rich. Otherwise, you're not even shown on the front page. Yep.
No one cares about online. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team.
You're not wrong, Spittle.
And per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point.
It also helps to get you on the front page that your uncle is Chick Euchre, and you could probably pay for like boosting your stream. That's the other thing that helps.
And we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. You know why they said that? They only thought about that because of Melissa, my manager. She said, were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1. Well, are there +1s background checked?
No.
No.
Then what's the point of background checking anybody? Oh my lord. You could have somebody who's a complete nutso stalker just be like, hey dude, you're signing up for an Emaru meet and greet? Do you mind if I tag along? What the fuck?
Melissa was like, okay guys, Twitch has 0 tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community.
Lies.
I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like,
I bet.
I'm just so tired of,
Everything?
I've just had so many things happen, and like, you know, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're like a creator, or like a girl creator in particular, but I just feel like I've been failed so many times, or lied to so many times, and I'm always like, you know, it's okay, we'll figure it out.
No, you gotta stop doing that. That's what the mistake I made over and over and over again over the years whenever I got denied service or a job or anything because of my disability was me just, oh, that's okay. I should have been like, no, you fucker, that's discrimination. Off to the Human Rights Tribunal we go. And I get what she's saying. Like, you always just, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh, don't worry. Well, I guess not. Yeah, and it. When is it time for you to just be like, you know what? No more of this shit. No more of it's just okay. Oh, we'll figure it out later. Oh, blah blah. No, fuck you. Figure it out now. Figure it out now and fix it. I get where she's coming from.
You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already. Oh my god.
This is just the highlight of Twitch not having
So
things
yeah,
set up properly. Yep.
That's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, a rundown of everything. But yeah, it's fucking insane.
It is. It is absolutely fucking insane.
I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff, but
you should be. You should be, because it's raw and it's real and it's not fake, and I think you're doing really, really well. I think you're doing yourself, I think you need to be less hard on yourself.
It's like, well, did I lie about anything?
Nope.
No. Like, what are you gonna be mad at me for telling, like, the things that y'all did wrong? And like, okay, so another thought that I had was like, maybe like the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy. Maybe like, you know, they hired like shitty security and they like lied to them so they wouldn't like, you know, lose their job or not get paid. Maybe if you guys had like, you know, actual cameras and like good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie.
Yeah, where are the security cameras in the venue space? Where are the security guards that have like two-way radios? Where is all of these things? I'm very confused. How can you have a con that happens every year in 2 continents, by the way? 2 continents. TwitchCon Europe and TwitchCon USA, okay? How on earth can you run 2 cons for over 6 years? Because I think there was TwitchCon 2 years before COVID. I'm pretty sure. So how can you be running something like this for this long in 2 continents and still not have security cameras installed at the venue and two-way radio communication between your guards? And how much for a happy birthday sing-along? Right? How much does Hassan pay for the happy birthday sing-along? That's a very good question.
Like, why is it better to, or like easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello?
That's very true.
It's fucking insane.
It is fucking insane.
But yeah,
you're right.
I just want to tell you guys all that. This is character development. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like, this was just the final straw for me. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Poor Emmy.
But yeah, I have been, okay, something else. Sorry, I just keep remembering shit. It's gonna be like this for the rest of the stream. I saw a thing that said I was in their like top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event. Again,
why were they
if
not
that happened to
protecting
me,
her?
what the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? Like, they tweet it and like Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with them or publicly.
Because it's very true. When do people get recognized and heard that things are happening to them? That it's very scary that Twitch is not protecting their creators. And this is why, now that I am jumping back into streaming, that I'm basically done with Twitch, even though that was where I was monetized. Let's see. 25 years ago, we had found a radio set up for this exact situation. That makes sense. Do you remember the cell phones that were a phone and a radio? I think it was like the solo phone or whatever. It was like Am I hallucinating? Because I remember there was a phone. That was a phone, but it also was a two-way radio.
It's just... I don't know. But yeah, I think I covered everything, and I've been a streamer on Twitch for 10 years. I attended the very first, or maybe the second, TwitchCon ever in 2016, 2015.
Okay, so longer. They've been doing this for longer than I thought. And they still don't have fucking security cameras and two-way radios. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like, I understand back then it was different, but I feel like they're, like,
After COVID, and they realized, okay, Twitch is really, like, streaming is taking off. Like, in 2021, 2022, when TwitchCon started back up, that is when security should have started getting beefed up. They should have started getting better equipped, better prepared. All of that. There's no excuse for this.
I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's not. Like, another thing that happened, I forgot to mention. So the way that the meet and greet worked is, like, people line up, they come through, they take a picture, then they're supposed to walk through the back and leave.
Communication system, by the way, if I'm remembering the same device. Yeah, it was. I remember that thing. It was a flip phone, if I remember correctly. And on the side, it had a volume button, but it also had a walkie-talkie button. I'm pretty sure I remember those things.
There were people walking through the back trying to come up to my booth. Or, like, I mean, not all of them were, like, malicious intent, obviously. Like, some people would leave and be like, oh shit, my picture is bad. I'm gonna go back and ask for another one. And my manager had to be the one to tell them, like, oh no, you can't, like, keep moving. Yeah. And there was even, like, I think it was fucking Neon, was able to walk through the back of my meet and greet. And was like, oh hey, like, can I come say hi? And it's like, what the fuck?
No, that's not how that works. Could you imagine if fucking Comic-Con was run that way? Holy shit, the amount of crazy things that fucking obsessive nerd fans want to do to actors and whatever. Could you imagine if at San Diego Comic-Con, fucking William Shatner's up there doing a meet and greet and whatever, and just some random person just wanders hi Bill, what's up? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, it was just horrible. Like, there was no thought put into it at all. And yeah, I was like, man, it's just fucking naked and afraid out here. Like, thank God I have my manager and my security and my friends. But, like,
naked and afraid,
I just feel so bad for, you know, Twitch creators who wouldn't be able to be in that position.
That's the thing. Like, this is why I refuse to do meetups. Because, A, I'm a tiny fucking creator, so who the fuck would want to see me? And B, I can't afford proper security. And I don't want my fucking husband to get hurt trying to protect me. Like, no.
Are you okay, though? This is gonna sound fucked up, honestly. I'm so desensitized to stuff like that when it happens, I kind of just go into, like, lock-in mode. I'm like, okay, I need to just lock in and, like, get through this.
That's really, really sad.
Worry about it later. So that's how I was able to finish my meet and greet.
That is, I get what she means. It's a trauma response where you're just like, I'll fucking freak out later. I'll curl in a ball when I go home, and I'll scream and cry and rage later. Right now, I have shit to do. I understand that I have people being crazy to me, but right now there are other people that aren't being crazy to me that I'm supposed to be around and entertain, or like it's anything like it's like family trauma, right? You know, like somebody's just like if you're a sibling in a abusive family situation, you're like, okay, I can go to pieces right now because my parent just threw something at me, or I can gather up my younger sibling and take them out of the situation and deal with my freaking out later. Like, that's
great. Like, my friends were telling me, like, bro, if it was me, I would have been crying. You're built different for going back out there. And like I said, I was going back out there and having to apologize to people in my own line. Yeah. Being like, I'm sorry you saw that. I hope you're okay. And then they of course were like, what the fuck? Why are you saying that to me? But
exactly, though. That you shouldn't have said that to them. It's nothing for you to apologize to. It's not your fault. It's TwitchCon's fault.
I felt like I had to because no one else was there. And like I said on Twitter, like, I really wish I didn't have this opinion. Like, I love trying to be like the positive, like, oh, let's get together and have fun, everyone. I really like would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because because it was able to happen at all, and what happened during it, and the aftermath.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, don't give Twitch, like, I would not, if I were a creator that did TwitchCon, I would not attend another convention. In fact, if I were a streamer that was at TwitchCon and I heard what happened, I would leave. I would not spend money on tickets to give Twitch any more money. I would, if I were a larger streamer, I would look at moving my platform over to Kick or something like that. Like, everybody should be doing this. Amazon needs to understand that this platform either needs to be fixed by a complete staff overhaul or just chalked up as, well, that was an interesting experiment we did. You know, like that. Those are Amazon's options right now. At this point in time, Amazon's choice. Even the biggest of women aren't as strong as most men. Exactly. But at this point, Amazon's choice, Amazon's options are completely from the top down, fire everyone and rehire other people. Or Twitch no longer exists. Those are the choices now. There is nothing else that can be done. Twitch is, in its state at the moment, Twitch is unviable as a platform because ad revenue, there's been, I think Asmongold has covered this, other creators have covered this, ad revenue has gone down about 70% on Twitch as a whole. Viewership has gone down hugely. Especially after we saw that bot purge, the actual human usage of Twitch has just plummeted, and it's not a viable source of income anymore for anybody but the top echelon who follows the same ideology as the executives. Anybody else is fucked if they stay on Twitch. So I think it is time to just it's time to just be a streamer on a different platform. Twitch was originally for professional gaming. Now that's not popular, so why Twitch? Yeah? And also, professional gaming is getting more mainstream, and other platforms are starting to see that and offering those categories on their platforms. So, the fact that esports is like kind of mainstream now, I think Twitch no longer serves a purpose. And it either needs to grow as a platform and fix itself or just go away. That's what needs to happen. I am going to quickly do a break screen. I'm going to grab my salad and then we're going to jump into question period. So let me just turn up the music really quickly. And we will take a look at what is happening in our lovely Canadian Parliament. We will take a gander, see what's up. But I am just going to quickly grab the salad because I'm hungry. So, let me just mute myself, turn up the volume. I'll be right back. sorry about that. I had to put together my salad and go to the washroom. So I apologize for taking so long. Oops. Okay, so what we're gonna do before question period is we are going to jump into we're gonna look at more Pegasus and his video because Hassan has just lost his ever-loving mind, and it's great. It's great to see. And then we will look at the legal mindset TwitchCon liability fast facts. So let's take a listen here to more Pegasus. I am going to put you guys on the You Are Not Alone screen so that I can eat my salad and you don't have to watch me eat my salad, because this is not a mukbang. And we will listen to more Pegasus, but I will still be reacting. So, hold on. Why are we not? There we go. And now we need to get back up to our volume. There we go. Let's put ourselves back to number 7 on the Streamlabs. And take it away, more Pegasus.
Welcome back to a series so lightning. Even Kakashi subscribed. In today's video, Hassan's dedicated fans are begging him to apologize for shocking his dog. A new clip is going viral where Hassan mutes his mic and apparently zaps his dog the exact same way. An incriminating clip has surfaced with Valkyrie and QT Cinderella where Kaya appears to be scared of Hassan and not following instructions.
No.
The shock collar company has come out and confirmed Hassan was actually using a shock collar.
So wait. The actual collar company has been like, yeah, no, he was using a shock collar.
Hassan's cat lady army is in full force, desperately trying to defend him. Ultimate Gooning Lord Dan Clancy is blaming Emiru for getting SA'd. Hassan is crashing
Yes, he is.
out at his chat for bringing up Ethan Klein, calling him irrelevant. Hassan is once again blaming Tectone for everything. Asmongold has responded. Destiny has crashed out at Hassan for being a spoiled Nepo baby.
Yeah, well, Destiny crashes out all the time, so, I mean, Destiny's weird. He goes back and forth. Like, one day he's crashing out over something that's absolutely insane. And the next minute he's right. It's like, dude, can you, like, stay on your meds or something? I don't know. Just do something consistently.
Subscribe to absolutely win at life in everything you do. Pegasus guarantee.
Let's up those numbers!
Right, so the Hassan shock collar drama continues. So Hassan apparently zapped his dog and we had a ton of stuff go down. Now last time, Hassan was having a complete unhinged meltdown, saying he's going to quit streaming, saying he hates leftists and socialism, and he hates his own miserable life because his 41 subscribers were turning on him for zapping his dog.
Yeah, and Asmongold was so right. He's like, this is where Hassan is almost there. He's almost there. Wrong screen? Oh, for fuck's sakes. I thought it was number 7. Isn't it number 7?
I can't stand any of you dumb in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking god, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism.
Well, it continues now, and people are not letting this go. Hassan gets asked by long-term sub to apologize for his mistakes.
Oh my god. I'm a Hasanabe head, but why is this so hard for you to apologize? That you did your pet wrong, brother, and you're gonna do better in the future. It would help you and would strengthen the trust and relationship with your reviewers if you apologize for your mistakes.
It would, but Hassan's not going to do that.
No, that is a Hasanabi head. That's like legitimately a long-term community subscriber who seemingly hasn't.
So why is it that this guy doesn't get screamed at, but the 40-month subscriber got screamed at?
Seen me take accountability for not immediately going over to Kaya to check in on her. That is true, but I did take accountability for that. Now, if you want me to take accountability for being a dog abuser, well, then that's not accountability. That's just me agreeing to the insane hallucinations of seemingly that person as well as the rest of the people online.
Right.
What hallucinations? Are okay. A hallucination is now meant to mean what you see.
Right, so now your long-term subscribers, right? People who watch you for years and years are asking you to simply put down your massive freaking ego and apologize, and you accuse them of hallucinating. People who have literally watched you for years, and you're gaslighting your own audience, bro. Now, he also says, I did take accountability. I mean, I don't really know what he's talking about. You gave 10 different excuses. You changed your story every single time you were caught in another lie. Your dumbass took off the prongs and taped it over and then showed it to your stream, thinking your audience is dumb enough to believe that.
See, this is what a narcissist will do. Even to the people that support them. They will gaslight them because they just don't care.
To believe that it's not actually a shot caller. And to be fair, a lot of them were, people like Taylor Lorenz, for example, which is obviously tragic. But the few people who actually dare to question you, you even asked your audience in a previous video, please employ some critical thinking. And the people who actually do that, they're hallucinating, of course. Of course. Your eyes are out of context, guys. And his chat is endlessly hurling insults at them. Effing cult, bro.
It is. It is a literal cult. It is insane how culty these people are. Like last year, those same people found my tiny ass channel and came after me because I dared to call out Hassan. And they were like, he's really wholesome. You just don't get it. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but Border Patrol shot a dog in Texas. How is that even related? First off, a bunch of people can do a bunch of horrible things. It is unrelated to you zapping your dog. You're obsessed. What am I supposed to be seeing in those clips? Nothing happened. No shock in bossing, say, guys. Moving on to another clip going viral. And this time, Hassan is completely caught again red-handed.
Trump was potentially going to use to potentially put pressure on Jordan's King to try and take in more Palestinians, correct? I mean, that's what we've heard from Trump over the course of the past few weeks, is that Jordan and also Egypt...
Wow, guys.
Yeah, you could hear him put something down, too. Listen, hold on.
Over the course of the past few weeks, is that Jordan and also...
Do you hear that? He set something back down on his desk.
Egypt.
Wow, guys. It seems that Hassan is just well-versed in the Force, it seems. You see when his dog just randomly happens to run back to the bed, randomly decides it was because Hassan was using his training from fucking Palpatine.
No, it's her place training. He tied her to the bed so that she knows that that's her place, don't you know?
We need to actually contact George Lucas and tell him the updated lore, right? Palpatine's updated apprentices are Darth Maul, Count Dooku, Darth Vader, and Hassan, of course. I mean, he's actually a supervillain at this point. There's no denying it. Also, I just love how he muted the mic. I mean, that pretty much seals the deal, right? He wanted to mute her yelp. That is a level of diabolical I've never seen before. This man knew.
And the way he sets that remote down, too, he tries really, like, you have to listen for it, because he's trying to set it down quietly, right? He's not, he doesn't, like, drop it on the desk or, like, you know, set it down in a way that it's obvious. You know, like when you take a drink of coffee and you set your mug down, right? You don't, like, sneakily put it down. You just set your coffee mug down like a normal person. Like I just put my phone down. He very, very slowly and quietly put that remote down so that you couldn't quite pick it up unless you were listening for it.
That Kaya will actually cry and yelp, and he basically said, Kaya will cry and nobody will hear her. That was basically the implied quote from Hassan Palpatine Biker here. The release of Kaya to the other side of the room has been postponed indefinitely. Cease movement, if you will. Crazy unlucky timing that Hassan just happens to be reaching for a Zin each and every time he notices Kaya out of frame, guys. He just happens to be noticing it.
I would just like to say, and I put this in the comments of more Pegasus's video, if Hassan is actually reaching for and partaking of a Zin every single time he's reaching, that's a lot of nicotine. And this is coming from somebody who used to smoke a pack and a half a day for 10 years. Okay? I know with what I speak when I say a lot of nicotine. Now, these Zins and whatever are a lot more concentrated than a cigarette. So, like, what the fuck? How much nicotine? Like, you've got to do the math here.
He happens to be reaching. It is so unlucky. Oh my god. If only you knew how bad things really are, bro. Poor Kaya, man. Look at her. Look at her. The poor baby. Didn't forget to mute this time. Bro's power tripping. I want people to not lose sight of the core problem. It is effectively evidence Hassan is using Kai as an aesthetic for his stream, not just a shot caller in the context in which it's used. He verbally says Kai's name and place. It's not hard to lip read here. She immediately gets up and responded. When she's not fast enough, he shocks her. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Not fast enough. Or if she's sitting on the other side of the bed and she's not sitting as cutely as he wanted, he still zaps her. That's, bro, this.
And the thing is, and I said this in a previous video, big dogs will sit in a position for a bit and then they'll need to move. So they'll get up and they may not even move that far, right? It'll be like on the same spot or near it, and they'll turn maybe a little quarter turn and they'll just sit or lay back down. That's what they have to do. And he's just like, no, place. It's like, what the fuck?
This guy's a psycho. If he's not doing cage fights, he's busy electrocuting her. So not only is it effing warped to shock your dog for an aesthetic, he has repeatedly shocked Kaya before she was given a fair chance to respond to the order. She needs to be instant, apparently. You find yourself asking if he really loves Kaya when that button is completely optional and he's trigger happy with it regardless. Let alone the order itself seems completely unnecessary. You can obviously see the dog's reaction as soon as she's shocked. Nope, I don't see anything. There is no dog. There is no caller, actually. I don't know what you're talking about. So Ethan responded, calls out Hassan. 8 months ago, she was guilty of the capital offense of trying to cool off on the wood floor. She tried to stay as close to the platform as possible, too. Nope.
That's so sad. Because that room was probably super hot. Because he's streaming in there for hours at a time. With like lights and all that. So, like, of course she's gonna want to lie down on the cool floor, and he's like, no!
Nope, not enough for Palpatine Biker. Bro's like a Dementor from Harry Potter sucking the life force out of Kai on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Okay, this is definitely a Pegasus viewer. To be fair, I steal a lot of jokes from the comment section as well, so thank you. Moving on to a clip of Kaya being so traumatized, she thinks that all Hassan wants her to do is to stay on the bed. And this clip actually incriminates Hassan's girlfriend Valkyrie and QT as well, because she is seemingly aware of Hassan's mistreatment and still spoke out against it. Kaya flees to her safe space from LA streamers.
Please pose with the dogs.
Kaya, get up. Kaya, over here. Hey.
Kaya.
No.
Over here.
No. Over here. Come here.
She doesn't know. She.
Kaya, come.
She thinks she's
Okay, come.
Come here. You need to speak to her in a nicer tone.
Get over here. Sit.
Get over here.
Kaya, sit.
You damn dog. Come here, you dog.
She thinks she's in trouble.
Good girl. Sit.
Wow, his good girl even sounds angry. He's like, good girl! Like, what the fuck? That doesn't sound happy.
Wrong way.
Bro, the way you interact with her. Chat is thanking you, saying thank you, Ray, for being nice to Kaya.
Well, it's a tone thing. Like, she thought she was in trouble because you're being so, like, Urgh. You never call you. He speak like this.
No. No, Valkyrie, you don't need to baby talk the dog. You just don't need to be a dick.
This is why she ran to you at Cutie's party last night.
Interesting. So, first off, the dog is so confused. Oh my god, Hassan wants me to do something other than just go back to place and sit there for fucking 5 billion hours? Bro, I just realized, oh my god, I just had the most insane thought in my head. This shit is like the Citadel from Star Wars The Clone Wars. If you guys don't know the Citadel, and if you haven't watched those episodes, it's goated, by the way. It's a maximum security prison which tortures Jedis, right? And it's surrounded by lava, and there's a bunch of lightning droids and shit, so that's like the zapping coming in. Poor Kaya is in the Citadel. That is diabolical,
Holy
bro.
shit.
Second
That's
off, I find it
fucked up.
very interesting. Valkyrie is concerned. Hassan is shouting at his dog, speaking in an aggressive tone, which is confusing her, right? Obviously, because she's like, oh, you want me to go here? And then, you know, you're screaming at me. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, the shock remote was also right there on the table, in full view of Valkyrie and Cutie, right? So when Hassan zapped his dog, why did Valkyrie come out and defend him and say that, oh no, she's a spoiled baby, oh, there's a genocide going on, we should...
My favorite thing was, I've been, for every day that I've been at Hassan's house for the last 2 years, I've never seen him abuse Kaya. It's like, and there are so many people, like Asmongold said it, I think Tectone said it, I think Nux said it. And you can literally say this with anything. I've never seen him beat his wife. I've been at their house several times, and I've never seen him actually beat his wife. So he's not abusive. You know, like, oh, I've never seen this mother, you know, beat her children. Right? I babysit for them all the time. I've never seen her actually beat the kids. You know, there are bruises on them all the time, but, you know, I've never seen how they get them. So that must mean that the mother is not abusing the kids. Like, what?
We should be talking about more important things. I mean, in my opinion, it's just unbelievably hypocritical, and you're obviously trying to defend him for no reason here. And QT did the same thing. She tried to defend Hassan over and over and over again, except she's dumber than a sack of rocks and accidentally exposed him to be a liar who definitely owns a shock collar, right? Because she said, okay, you cut off...
cartoons and animations of the dog trying to get off
to a
the
clip
carpet,
of Kaya being so traumatized, she thinks that all Hassan wants her to do is to stay on the bed. And this clip actually incriminates Hassan's girlfriend Valkyrie and QT as well, because she's seemingly aware of Hassan's mistreatment and still spoke out against it. Kaya flees to her safe space from LA streamers.
Please pose with the dogs.
Kaya, get up. Kaya, over here.
Oh, it went back.
Hey.
Wrong.
Well, it's
Cutie's party.
Jet table in full view of Valkyrie and Cutie, right? So when Hassan zapped his dog, why did Valkyrie come out and defend him and say that, oh no, she's a spoiled baby, oh, there's a genocide going on, we should be talking about more important things? I mean, in my opinion, it's just unbelievably hypocritical, and you're obviously trying to defend him for no reason here. And QT did the same thing. She tried to defend Hassan over and over and over again, except she's dumber than a sack of rocks and accidentally exposed him to be a liar who definitely owns a shock collar, right? Because she said, okay, you cut off the prongs and you put tape on it, so it can't shock guys. Well, it is a shock collar then, right? So you people are complicit, right? You never want to be, this is a life lesson, you never want to be a Hassan orbiter in the legendary Pegasus series. You just don't. It's not a fun position to be in. It does not end well for your PR. Remove yourself from this position immediately, but if you want to stay there, feel free to go down with Hassan as well. By the way, I find it particularly pathetic because these two people, they don't even need Hassan, right? Valkyrie and QT are popular on their own or, you know, with some other associates or whatever, so they don't need Hassan. This isn't Froggen, right? They don't actually need his support at all, so they choose to do this, and it's pathetic. Pure responded, you need to speak to her in a nicer tone, elevates the tone. Don't tell me what to do, woman. That's probably what he said in his head, not gonna lie. He's an absolute misogynist, Mr. Bro Tips, Andrew Tate knockoff, Diddy party enjoyer, send me nudes on Snapchat. I got this shit memorized at this point. Mr. It's okay to grate women as long as they're from rich colleges. Absolute freak. The most well-trained dog who is not able to simply
Hassan, wasn't he the one who said old enough to count, old enough to mount?
come over when called. You see, the problem is he didn't use enough electrocution, right? If he just zapped her 600 billion more times, then maybe Kai wouldn't have bitten that other dog at the party, right? Dogs who are taught by fear are not well-trained dogs. They're just trying not to get hurt. Exactly. This clip is so sad. The dog is so terrified that she gets confused. Of course, if this is drilled into you like a fucking military sergeant there and you get punished anytime you do anything different, of course you're not going to go anywhere else but place. No. Even when he openly shocks.
It's this, like, it's clear abuse behavior. Like, Hassan is acting differently and Kaya has no idea what to do about it because she's like, well, usually I'm supposed to go to my place. And like I said, even when he said good girl, he sounded angry.
His chat will still defend him. I'm so done with Hassan's chat, bro. I'm done. Shout out to the 40-month subscribers, though. Like, gaining a single brain cell. But the fact you're subbed for 40 months, I mean, I feel like your brain's already gone at the point. But, and you're still subbed. So, like, I don't know, bro. You can call him out, but also stop watching him, you know? Moving on to the product manufacturers. This is cinema. The maker of the color in Colorgate, Educators Colors, responded to an email request about the color. Hi there. To me, that looks like the low to medium power RX090 receiver that comes with most of our units out of the box. It looks like someone cut off the contact points and put tape over it to maybe cover up any rough edges. Oh, I assure you, that was not for rough edges. Left for cutting instead of just replacing the contact points with a comfort pad. If you want to be sure exactly with the receiver, you will need to remove the tape. Don't ask Hassan to remove the tape, please. So, ladies and gentlemen,
that is just too funny. The actual shock collar manufacturer is like, nope, that's a shock collar. That's funny. Alright, guys, I will be right back. I'm just gonna throw out my garbage. Okay. Now I can switch back to camera. Ta-da! Okay, let's make sure. Okay.
If any Hassan fan ever calls you a fucking schizo stalker freak, just show them this. I mean, I can't believe it. Like, I mean, it was already proven without a shadow of the doubt with the way the online detectives matched it, the overlay. QT said,
you're probably not wrong there, Cannibalistic Wizard. You're probably not wrong there, CW.
Cinderella, who goes to his house a bunch of times, and she confirmed it, and now we have the manufacturer. I mean, you just can't argue with this. Apparently, the manufacturer is Zionist, guys. Oh my god. The internet, he cut off the prongs and put tape over it. Hassan's friends, he cut off the prongs and put tape over it. Hassan fans, it's not true.
Yeah, the internet, fucking, Hassan subscribers, friends and the manufacturer of the collar.
And a conspiracy. And if you believe it, you're falling for Israel propaganda. It's always Israel. It's in my cereal. It's in my walls. Oh my god. There's no coming back from this. Bro has the manufacturers on his ass. Using the scale provided, rate how much you like animals. And it's 0 for Hassan Piker the Shocker. And it's 10 for Hassan's uncle, who was into bestiality apparently. And he, you know, weird fucking guy.
That is some of the lore. Yep.
Done reading this. Clock is ticking. This meme is really coming back, huh? Hassan's poor dog every time he gets into his stream room. Don't let him push the switch. Okay. JoJo Part 4 reference is goated. Like the video. We got a Kira reference. Cinema. Moving on to Hassan's cat lady Ami defending him. Jennifer Welsh defends Hassan, claims it wasn't a shock collar and that she didn't mean to say the collar was tight. Okay, quick context. Here's what she said before.
I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's
you have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like,
okay, so I can say, as somebody who was at the house 2 weeks prior to this incident, it might even been 10 days prior. So I saw the collar when he took it off.
Who are you, lady? I have no idea who this bitch is.
Took it off. There was no mechanism or any sort of shocking thing. This dog is spoiled rotten. This dog adores Hassan. After we did the streaming, the Twitch.
This dog is spoiled rotten and this dog adores Hassan. I'm sorry, I may be blind, but where?
We went out to his like kitchen living area, and she is laid up on the sectional. A lot of people don't let their animals on the sofas, which I think is bullshit. And that's something I've had it with. People that are like, we don't let our pets on the sofa. I'm like, well, then you shouldn't have gotten a pet. Hassan's dog has free reign. And then Marsh, who is Hassan's producer, we had this little like floral halo type, like little flower girls wear. I forget what they're called. And we were putting it on her. We were doing a photo shoot with her. And then I brought it up to Hassan again. I said, you need to get her a bigger collar. And he goes, feel her neck fur. Come here. And she's just, and then, she is so, her hair is so thick.
Okay. So your proof that this dog was not abused or not shocked and that she's spoiled rotten is that you were able to use her as a prop for a photo shoot. Okay.
That he had to put it, and it really wasn't even tight because her hair is so freaking thick. But it bothered him that I thought that maybe her collar was too tight. And so we even had a follow-up conversation about it. So when I saw
face, it's the uncanny valley thing. That's funny. I think this is the dog trainer friend. Oh, okay.
All the whole thing about her, like barking or yelping or whatever. That dog, when I was on the stream, I was on it for maybe like an hour and a half. She had free reign of the entire room. Like she came to me.
It's a room! It's a room, dude! And she probably had free reign that day because you were there. I guarantee you, it would not be a normal thing for her to be walking around the office.
She would have crawled in my lap if I would have let her. Then she laid down by the feet. Then after that, we went and filmed a podcast, and she sat under the table of the podcast. It's not like he forces her to do things. And so I was so shocked that, number one, Ben Shapiro's using footage of me to make some sort of bullshit case. But I want to get into these Democrats, like left-leaning-ish, that are sabotaging this.
How did this get political? Wait, what? We were just talking about the treatment of a dog, and now we're talking about Ben Shapiro and Democrats? How did this happen? Why did this happen? If the dog is so scared, there's the yelps that are leaf moving. Why did he take the dog?
Yeah, I love how the real reason for she's saying this slips through at the end and she reveals her true intentions. That she's politically brain rotted, right? She's like, oh my god, Hassan's a leftist, I gotta defend him. Like, shut the hell up. This is such an obvious controversy. Now, first off, she said, spoil rotten. Kaya is living in the Citadel, maximum security prison, zapped for trying to sip water, and is apparently spoil rotten. I mean,
yeah, that's like saying that an abused child is spoiled rotten because they have a place to live and food to eat, but they get beaten and you know, every time they fuck up they get beaten so they don't fuck up because they're too afraid. And people are like, wow, that child seems really like scared of you and like almost as though they're abused. Oh no, they're spoiled rotten. They like sleep in a bed and they get warm food and they have clothes. Like, what?
I mean, give me a break, all right? Second off, nice backtracking. Aren't you the one who literally said you're choking her to Hassan? Choking. That was your words, okay? Now, people are theorizing that the reason Hassan had to put the collar so tight is so that the shocks actually are more effective and Kaya feels the pain even more, right? And even in the manual of the collar, you're not supposed to keep it that tight to the point where it's actually choking her. So Hassan is a sadistic freak who...
Yeah, you're supposed to... She's right. When she said you're supposed to have 2 fingers space in the collar, she was correct. And if your dog has super thick neck fur, then either buy a larger collar or put the collar on a looser setting. Like, this is absolutely fucked up. Like, you do not purposely have a collar that is too tight for your dog.
Who was zapping the shit out of his dog, it appears. Third off, what the heck is this cat lady fan club? Taylor Lorenz here is 41. Jennifer is apparently 52. This is a diabolical female gooning club. Oh my god. Both of them have said that Hassan is so hot and so handsome and oh my god, like, this is his fan base, bro. It is...
What the hell is with the Generation X female simping for Hassan? I don't understand.
Actually pathetic. You know, I really thought that male simps were pathetic, and they are. But female simps, it seemed to be another level, bro. Oh my god, this desperation is absolutely insane. This is, oh my god, bro. This is actually getting sad. She's walking back a genuine moment of just being a real person and calling out the tight collar all because she wants to F him. This is your brain on progressivism.
It is true. It's true. Just because she wants him in her pants and wants to appear to be, you know, ideologically in sync with him, and like, she just has to.
The rich shock the dogs, and maybe Hassan will give you his micro pee-pee. How many times a month does Hassan blow these old prospects out for them to be lying so blatantly for him? Dude, I have no idea, man. When I was there, she had free reign of the entire room. Yeah, because Hassan is gonna shock the dog in front of you or anyone else. The entire point is that he's hiding it from people. Jesus Christ, man. If they lie about this, how can anyone believe anything they say?
Yeah, that's like, again, I'm gonna make this comparison. Like, do you really think the abusive husband / wife or the abusive mother / father, unless they really, really believe that what they're doing is justified, is going to openly beat their spouse or child in front of somebody? No! Abusers are always on point when people are around. That's why it takes so long for their victims to be like, hey, I'm being abused. Because they don't think people will believe them. Because their abusers are always like minding their P's and Q's when people are around.
You can't. Also, obviously he's gonna hide it from...
Oh, I think my kidlets are home. Hold on. Come on in. My kidlets have arrived. Okay.
From people, they expect him to be like beating his wife in front of everybody. Like, it's so brain dead. They're purposely ignorant. Didn't mean to say the cult was died. It's actually a cult. Like, she specifically.
Adult mommy syndrome. Yep. There's a clip I was watching this morning. I don't know if Pegasus is gonna show it, but there's a clip of Hassan moving something off his desk that looks suspiciously like a remote. Interesting.
The two-finger rule and everything. She said choking. Moving on to the ultimate gooning lord, Dan the Dynamic Diddler Clancy, in a legendary collab with Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz met up with Dan Clancy and asked about Twitch's safety post-Emiru incident. I'm sure we'll get the most hard-hitting journalism. By the way, context streamer Emiru was recently essayed at TwitchCon.
Yep. Yeah, you can actually. Okay, now that I have my headphones on,
TwitchCon.
What are you guys doing to prioritize?
Yeah, you can hear her. She's like, no!
Safety, because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society.
Yeah, and magically, a lot of other fan conventions manage to keep the fans from assaulting the people they're coming to see. So, why are you so different?
I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there, okay?
What the fuck, dude? This wasn't... She didn't say this was a member of her community. This was just some dude who was a +1 to somebody who was vetted. Like, she didn't say anything about the guy who grabbed her being a part of her community. What the fuck are you even talking about?
Okay, it's very different, when I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there.
How is this shit doesn't happen at the Adult Video Awards, Dan? Yeah, yes. How does it not happen at the, like you just said, the Adult Video Awards? Or, I don't know, like I said a few minutes back, Comic-Con, or Fan Expo, or any fucking concert that has a backstage pass section. Like, what are you talking about?
There, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want to see how we can...
she's not... No, you don't, and no, she isn't.
Support her.
She's a friend of mine? Shut the f up, you piece of shit. What a good friend, guys. He just lets her get S8 at an event you force her to do without providing any security and not even going to check on her after.
Guy,
Second
right?
off, did this scumbag just say, control your community?
Yeah, he did. He did. He did just say control your community. He literally... She gets assaulted because his convention was not secured, and he said control your community.
So apparently it's Emiru's fault that some random regard decided to try and forcefully kiss her in front of everybody in public. Like, isn't this like victim blaming 101? How is
yes, it is. It's exactly what that is. That is exactly
Taylor not losing her mind over this, or is she just happy to be in the presence of another Hassan dick rider?
Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even like journalists have had struggled.
Is she wearing a mask? Why does it sound like her face is covered? It's 2025. Why does it sound like her face is covered?
Like, it is very secure, but here's this man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things. So
it is very secure. Really? why, after it happened, did Twitch security go, what just happened, man? Oh my god. I have no idea.
Why should they trust the platform when slip-ups or, issues like this have happened?
The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves, especially when someone
she
is...
actually is wearing a mask. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's wearing... I thought I was wrong, and like maybe that was how she talks. She's actually wearing a mask in 2020. Okay. All right.
Putting themselves out there, right? And so, we try to work very closely with each creator about what they want to do and what works for them, right? So I don't want to get into any, specifics or details, but part of that is working with creators and, trying to find them. Right now, we're definitely, ramping it up.
It's not COVID anymore, you dumb whore. What are you doing?
To make sure creators know that we have the resources there to help them figure out what's right for them.
Very secure. Taylor really just said very secure. Taylor, please fucking retire. Like, how does this person have a job? It's actually such a disgrace to the job of journalism.
I honestly think that people who run their own YouTube channels at this point do more research than a person who spent thousands of dollars going to journalism school. I honestly do. I think that in some of the videos that I've done, in the slapdash way that I've tended to do my videos, I've done more research than some of these journalists that have paid. To her defense, she is in a room with Dan Clancy. Maybe she's signaling to the public that there's something wrong with this guy. I got it. Taylor Lorenz is a Mossad agent.
And Dan specifically just chose her for this because he knew that she's not going to press him at all.
Oh,
she's a fellow Hassan cockmuncher. It is absolutely annoying, bro. She's like the least credible person I've ever seen. She's like another cockroach. She won't go away. She's everywhere, man.
Yep.
Oh my. I don't think the Twitch CEO is wrong. Many e-girls build communities that reinforce parasocial relationships. Buddy, that doesn't warrant someone actually essaying her in real life, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Having a streamer / viewer relationship does not give the viewer carte blanche access to the streamer. It's the same thing with when you're on TikTok and you're doing like housework in your live, and your audience is like, where are your kids? Show us your kids, blah 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 blah. And it's like they think that because they're watching you on TikTok that they have carte blanche access to see your children. And it's like, no, fuck you. Go away. You do not get to see everything just because I am streaming.
Dude, what the heck? Tactile responds, 0 accountability, infinite excuses. Dan, your own staff did nothing. They laughed about it afterwards. You banned Amy's only good security guard. This could have been much worse and none of your staff did shit. You were a joke. I don't think he knows how streaming works. How are you going to ban a lurker? What about the people who makes hundreds of accounts?
How do you ban a lurker? How do you ban somebody that never says anything and just watches you and then is friends with somebody that does chat and just tags along with them as a +1 and then just fucks everything up?
How do you control a community when you have 10k people watching you? Isn't Twitch a community? Maybe he should control his community. Amy and I are good friends. Yeah, not after tonight. Why is she wearing a mask? Does he stink? He looks like he stinks, probably. Bert took 0 accountability and deflected everything. He's using the Hassan method. Could have won some goodwill by accepting responsibility and offering some actionables on how he will keep everyone safe. His only actionable is how to goon properly. He'll teach you the exact mechanism. Within 143, there's a jarring cut. They shot this at least twice, edited his answer, and used post-processing tools to smooth over his voice. He must have given a terrible answer. Taylor is not a journalist, but a propagandist.
That's true. That is absolutely true. There is no way that she is nothing but a propagandist.
Okay, I don't know if this is true, but I would expect that from Taylor. How can anyone take this journalist seriously when she's acting like we're mid-pandemic years later, something seriously mentally wrong with her? To be fair, I would let her off on this one because imagine she's at like Dan Clancy's house, bro. You just know that place. That place has a diabolical smell.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm in a room with Dan Clancy, I'm putting a mask on too.
Moving on to Hassan spinning his wheel of daily crash out, and this time, ding, 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 it landed on Ethan Klein.
Of course.
Hassan goes off on Ethan Klein, says that he's washed and irrelevant.
I wish you got this angry at Ethan Klein. Why the f would I get this angry at Ethan Klein? Ethan Klein is irrelevant.
He's irrelevant. He's just suing the 3 people that sucked my dick the most into oblivion for copyright infringement.
Of course I'm gonna get this angry at people who present themselves as leftists in my fucking community.
Oh yes, how dare people. Here comes the purity test. You're not a leftist. You think I abused my dog.
And use every waking moment being annoying. I expect better from long-term community members. Yeah, Ethan Klein is washed and irrelevant. Who gives a f about Ethan Klein? He has lit his own goddamn career on fire because he wanted to defend a genocide for 2 fucking years.
Co-partner Hassan. By the way, what genocide?
And now is actively trying to change that image to the best of his ability by being like, I actually didn't spend the last 2 years defending genocide. Everyone was lying about it.
And there wasn't. Okay, first of all, he didn't, and second of all, how can you defend something that that isn't happening? How can you defend a non-existent genocide? Oh, no, I hate that laugh.
Who gives a f what that lunatic has to say?
Back at it again with the Diddy Piker laugh, the chain smoker laugh, the brothel enjoyer laugh, the fucking dog zapper laugh right there. At least this time, there's no saliva gurgling and, you know, him choking on his own saliva like when he was watching the cage fight he set up, right? This was not that funny, guys, it seems.
No, this one was only mildly funny. It wasn't funny enough to choke on his own spit.
See?
Now, Hassan keeps doing this thing. He keeps saying that Ethan is irrelevant, which is just not true. He's still a massive streamer, massive creator. He's pretty popular. I think they honestly have similar view counts. Hassan might be maybe slightly more popular in streaming numbers, but I'd still put Ethan at the same level as him. Who honestly cares? And I feel like this guy needs to stop fucking talking about views and shit. My videos shitting on him get more views than his own channel. It's actually embarrassing.
The thing is like, even if, like, if you are a streamer and you're streaming because you actually like streaming, like, I'm having a good time sitting here in front of the microphone and talking about this stuff, right? I know that it's gonna take a little bit to build back up a view count because I haven't been streaming for a bit, right? But, like, for somebody like Hassan to still be this obsessed over view count, like, dude, just either do your thing and enjoy what you're doing, and if you truly don't care about Ethan, then just do your thing and ignore him. Or you obviously meant what you said the other day, and you really do hate fucking streaming, as you said, and you should stop. And you can stop because you have the money to support the fact that you are done. You could retire at any point, Hassan, if you really wanted to.
You're the biggest leftist streamer, and you can't get more views than a slop tuber, bro. Let alone like Asmongold. This guy will never say the shit to Asmongold because he gets blown out of the fucking water. Also, he never said the shit about Charlie either because obviously you can't compare, but instead, Charlie's just a Redditor who's afraid of planes, so you don't get to listen to his opinion at all, right?
Yeah, Charlie's stupid and lazy, and he's stopped dropping drama videos, so even now, like, he's even less relevant than he was. Like, Hassan just is an idiot.
Right? It's just the most baby, whiny, bullshit ass excuses he can use to discredit anyone, right? Oh, I'm not listening to Ethan. He's irrelevant or whatever, right? Back to the cell, Cockroach Hassan. You can brag about your views from prison. He's so irrelevant that less than a month ago, you were asking him to drop the lawsuits against these 3 dipshits. And we got Denims, Caseytron, and Froggen. That's supposed to be Froggen, it seems. Ethan gets around the same views as Hassan, right? Don't ask him the facts. He is allergic. He's gonna get a rash.
Yeah,
Moving
don't
on
ask
to
him
Dr.
factual
K
questions.
cooking Hassan. Keep in mind, this guy's like the most neutral guy ever. He really tries to avoid drama, and even he had to mention this. Dr. K reveals that a number of content creators he's worked with have told him they are really scared of Hassan's community.
Oh boy.
Interesting one.
That's funny. That's amusing. I don't know what to think about Dr. K. I really don't.
Why would this be the case? Hassan is the purveyor of goodness. Why? Wow.
There's a lot of pent up stuff, I think, that's specifically towards Hassan. So I know, for example, that, and I'm not saying this is true or not true, I'm just saying that with the creators that I've worked with, one of the things that there are a handful of communities that they're really scared of, and Hassan's is one of them. I'm not saying that that's justified or not justified. I'm not saying it's true or not true, but just for whatever reason, right? And when people say, I'll ask them like, why, right? What concerns you about? And I think it has something to do with his size, his rigidity, and the tribalism of his community.
Yep. All of those things. All of those things. His community is, I would say, burgeoning on the verge of cult. I wouldn't say it's just tribal. I would say it is sycophantic. It is almost religious in its following. Whatever that man says goes, and even we're seeing it now with the Kaya situation. When a long-term subscriber who pays you like 40 months at $5 a month, right? That's a lot of money from one person. And for you to just be like, oh, this person's annoying and I've banned him already. And like the other subscriber that was like, dude, you should really just admit this, and like, of course other streamers are going to be fearful of somebody who curates a community of people who not only believe everything he says, but will do what he says because he has incited, like he has said, you should unalive senators if you want to change things. He was championing Luigi Mangione. He was like the sub-only mode with all the heart emojis for the manifesto of the guy who unalived those 2 Israeli supporters in DC. Like, I absolutely, if I were a streamer that were near Hassan in any sort of orbit or interaction, I wouldn't want his community after me. Fuck, they came after me last year for my videos, and I'm a fucking tiny channel.
Right? There's an us versus them.
Yeah, let me say it to you in more clear terms. Since Dr. K has to walk about 50 lines here because he works with a bunch of streamers and his reputation to uphold as, unbiased and stuff like that. Hassan's community is a fucking unhinged, psychopathic, terrorist-supporting cult. They are radical extremist freaks who cheer on the death of innocent people. There we go. And they harass and send 1 million threats to anyone who dares criticize them. That's the real version of events, okay?
Yep, that's how that works. And Dr. K obviously can't say all of that because, well, like More Pegasus just said, but that's why they're afraid of his community.
To say, basically, right? We had that girl, even a Hassan subscriber, who dared to speak out against him and got grape and unalive threats. Tectone has called out Hassan. Hassan is currently bringing his dog to one of the most chaotic, unsafe environments live on stream, an active fucking protest. Guys, what are we doing? And we got a picture of Hassan at the protest with his dog, and he got like a press vest on. Oh my god, dude. It's so dangerous, he thought he needed a bulletproof vest. Better bring my defenseless pet/prop.
That's fucked up. You need a vest to protect yourself because you're so shook about going to a No Kings protest. But here, let me bring my designer dog. Fuck you, Hassan. Just seriously, fuck you.
He's actually such a piece of shit. Wasn't Hassan literally the guy who was crying that he was shot at one of these protests and he was like, oh my god, the government is out to get me?
Yes.
I mean, dude, if you actually thought that, you would never be bringing your dog out there. Dude, I had like a sinister thought right now. What if Hassan actually wants his dog to get hurt or shot so that he can cry that his haters hate him so much that they actually went after his dog?
Yep. I wouldn't put it past him. His dog is a prop for his stream. Why can't his dog be a prop to push his cause about gun violence?
I mean, that legitimately feels like something this psychopathic freak would do. Use his dog to actually win political points. This is the equivalent of bringing your baby to a protest, right? Why would you even do that? You're putting them in harm's way. Dude, it's so disgusting. You're making the situation so much worse, and you quite clearly do not care about this dog. Anyways, is going after Tectone again, puts the blame on Tectone and similar content creators for the fall off of TwitchCon.
Oh yeah, it's Tectone's fault and Asmongold's fault for the downfall of TwitchCon. Not the fact that Dan Clancy and company couldn't be bothered to assemble a half good security team with, you know, properly working radios and properly installed security cameras and properly vetting all of the people that are showing up to hang out with the creators. No, it's Tectone and Asmongold and Charlie and all their fault.
So it's Tectone's fault.
Yeah.
The cloud chasing was still controlled through this social mechanism, this social enforcement. Like, I do not think that there would be a tone style content creator back then, or if there was, I don't think that they would have had any. Like, everyone would be like, no, that's fucking bullshit. Like, every content creator would in unison come out and be like, dude, you are fucking gross.
What you mean, like what we're doing with you because you are fucking gross? This is, how can he sit there and call him Rape Tone? This is fucked up.
Get the fuck out of here. Nowadays, there is like an environment for that. Nowadays, there's an audience for that. I think played a role in this. It made it so that nowadays there's an audience for that. I think played a role in this. It made it so that I mean, people make a lot more money now too. Yeah, it's become this weird like fucked up reality TV style situation. Twitch used to ban partners for harassing other partners. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. Yeah, and then they stopped even though that's still part of their terms of service. You apparently and Denims and all them can slander all the people you want.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I forgot. Twitch used to literally ban partners for harassing other partners. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that right now? Think about that. That would be like 90% of top content creators would be banned off the fucking platform. If that.
Yeah, including you fucker. Especially you. You and Denims and Frogan and KC-Tron and Bad Empanada and Mike from PA and fucking, what's his face? Fucking, oh, who's the other dude? The really creepy one. I can't remember now. But all of those people.
If that was still enforced to any degree.
Almost like Twitch changed the rules for you, Hassan, or they just have the same rules but don't enforce it just for you.
It's literally the second one.
If that was actually the case, all of your orbiters would be banned because you have all threatened to kill people, put bounties on them in real life, make them bleed from the mouth, and a number of other things. You should not have a platform. You are violent freaks. Also, what is this guy's deal with Tectone? I mean, he's still calling him Grape Tone. It's like he's just slandering people with zero repercussions over and over and over again. Tectone doesn't even do much right now. All he does is tweet and maybe occasionally post like a video. I feel like he should be more mad at other people, but I feel like he just thinks it's like an easy win. He can just say Grape Tone and his entire chat starts clapping like...
It's true. It's true. It's like he hits the... It's like he's got a set of buttons that are insult collated, and he just pushes the, you know, oh, I gotta push the rape tone button, oh, I gotta push the sex pestiny button, oh, I gotta push the you know what I mean? And it's just sad, and his audience just
like seals or something. So that's why he constantly picks on Tectone, but it's just so cowardly, honestly. Twitch used to ban partners for harassing other partners, immediately slanders Tectone with no evidence, smears everyone as the worst possible buzzword he can possibly find. Why does nobody believe me anymore? Anyways, Asbin responds, thinks that Colorgate is Hassan's karma for slandering people.
He's been having a bad time. Hassan has been having a very, very bad time. I mean, he shouldn't have. The thing is that it is, I mean, to a degree, I mean, he has spread so many lies about people. He has been complicit in misrepresenting people so many times. And now it's finally happening to you, at least in your eyes, it's happening to you. And this is, imagine how other people feel when this happens to them, whenever you do it to them. Like, really, I mean, it's karma in a way.
It really is. It really, really is. And it's hilarious how upset he's getting at the karma that is being delivered.
Hey, and like, honestly, like, you know, whenever it happens to somebody, you know, I'm the most empathetic streamer. Everybody knows this, but, you know, I can feel bad for him on a personal level.
I don't.
But on like a, you know, like a larger scale, I can be like, well, this is what happens whenever you do that shit, man.
I don't feel bad for him at all. On any level. Hello. Thank you.
Do you even know what it is?
A nice coffee? Well, the blender's loud. Huh?
Man. That's what happens. It is.
Thank you.
Actual karma would be this guy in prison. Okay, this is nothing. He's just melting down because he's a crybaby and his 40-month subs don't like him, right? He's still mistreating his dog like a psychopath and getting away with it. Moving on to Asbin warning Hassan that he's going to get sued, and this is after Hassan called Tectone a generational grapist.
Yeah. Yeah, Tectone and Caseytron and everybody really needs to just stop, because what they are doing is provably liable.
Asbin offers Hassan honest advice on how he calls out his enemies, says he's too big and too aware to keep doing that.
He doesn't have the same energy for people that he knows.
Because they weren't convicted.
Yep.
And you shouldn't be calling them as if they did the things that they're being accused of. Hassan needs to watch out by saying this random stuff and going off and coming up with these names about people and saying this stuff, because eventually you're going to run yourself into a defamation lawsuit. And it doesn't matter how many Twitter orbiters you have and how many people you ban in chat. Whenever you're sitting there in the courtroom being accused of defamation or lying about somebody, it's not going to matter whether there's a genocide going on.
No, it's not, and it shouldn't. There isn't a genocide going on. But even if there were, that doesn't give you the right to slander people. Like, there could be 5 genocides going on, all at once. It still doesn't give you the right to call somebody a rapist if they haven't raped anybody. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. There could be an asteroid coming directly for the planet, and it could be an extinction level event, and it's still not okay to call somebody a rapist if you don't have the proof.
It's not going to matter whether, what his dad did. It's not going to matter any of these other bullshit accusations. No. If you keep doing this and saying this stuff about people, eventually you're going to run into a problem legally.
Yep.
I think it's obvious, and he should know that.
And he does know that. He absolutely does know that. The problem is, he doesn't care. He thinks that because of where he sits on the class level, and we know that he thinks this way, he thinks that because of where he sits on the class structure and of where he sits on the financial structure, that he will be able to get out of whatever he's accused of or sued for.
There are like 5 genocides going on in Muslim, but no one else wants to talk about anything but the 9,000 people in Gaza. Who said that?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Hassan does know. He just thinks that he's above.
Hassan is honestly so lucky that he hasn't been sued by now. It's probably because he has millions of dollars and a lawsuit would be extremely time consuming and annoying, right? Like CoffeeZilla versus Logan is still going on for like years now, right? And
I have a feeling, because Tectone hinted at a couple months ago something happening behind the scenes. And I also think Nux might be doing something as well.
And despite the fact that CoffeeZilla actually does have money, Logan just has way more money. It's more annoying to do, right? But yeah, I'm almost certain he can be cooked for a variety of things. It's just nobody has decided to do it. Maybe it's going to be Ethan. Maybe it's going to be Tectone. Maybe it's going to be somebody entirely different. Maybe a bunch of like random Twitch viewers or something like that. You never know what's going to happen, but we'll see. But as the resident future predictor, this man will get what's coming, okay? It's only a matter of time. Moving on to Destiny crashing out at Hassan, goes off on Hassan being a Nepo baby.
I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou.
I also hate how this stupid motherfucker's entire life, he's the most Nepo baby piece of shit in the fucking universe. The most spoiled, rotten motherfucker.
You're pretty spoiled rotten too there, Steve.
Rich parents that came from rich families that gave birth to a rich little Nepo son. And being rich wasn't even enough. It wasn't even that he was a rich, spoiled little piece of shit who just like had money his whole life. Then he Nepo'd his way into another industry that another family member was established in. He had the largest fucking alternative left media network.
Yep.
And then he Nepo'd his way all through Twitch, through me. If this guy had to deal with an ounce of adversity his entire fucking life, he can't even handle a little bit of fucking balding without going on 7 different fucking drugs for 7 years. It's unbelievable.
True.
Jeez.
He's not wrong. I haven't agreed with Steve for almost 2 years now, and he's not wrong. He is really not. They literally finasteride, all this crazy shit, and oh no, I'm going bald. Ah!
Jesus. This guy had to deal with like a fraction of what any ordinary human being or somebody actually trying to climb their way through success of this industry without having a fucking handout from every single part of the establishment doing it.
Exactly. Seriously. The amount of people who come to streaming already established in either like legacy media, or they have somebody that they know who's already involved in streaming and they're big, or they have like capital set aside so they can just sit down and coast on their savings and work at the, like, there are so many people who start with a huge hand up in streaming.
It's unbelievable.
The most ultimately woke leftist is just, you did it. You did it. You have unlocked the fucking nihilism within me, okay?
The nihilism is when I can't electrocute my fucking dog over and over and over again to keep her in the corner of my fucking stream because I'm too fucking lazy to either have a house appropriate for her where she's not gonna walk around and eat shit, or because I just wanted to look.
Massive discount. You're probably not wrong.
Good.
Hey, look, guys, this is my favorite show. Two retards fighting. But yeah, honestly, Hassan has never struggled for anything in his life ever. Entire life handed to him. And he's still complaining because people don't want him to zap his dog. He's an unreal person, dude. But I feel like Hassan and Destiny are secretly lovers, right? True justice would be making the meme real. Cockroach Hassan and Soycock Destiny in the same cell together forever. Has Hassan ever achieved anything himself in his life?
Nope.
No. Now click this video or you're locked in a room with Dan Clancy and Taylor Lorenz.
No, thank you. Oh Lord. Okay, guys, I need to move around and walk around for a bit. I am going to we're gonna cover the legal mindset video tomorrow. We'll do question period because I'm planning on starting earlier, and then we'll do live question. We'll do question period from today, and we'll do live question period tomorrow. And we'll do a bunch of other stuff, but I need to move, and all this stuff. My hip is really hurting, so I'm gonna end here. But I hope you guys had fun, and let's keep this going. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you have a good Monday, good start to your week. And we'll see you tomorrow.